Cut the music in my headphones, please. Mackenzie, baby, I'm sorry. I gotta get this off my chest, though. Yeah, Ms.Jackson, I gotta tell you the truth, baby. I've been holding this shit in too long. Since high school, yeah. Hey, Ms.Jackson, Ms.Jackson, when you gon' let a nigga hit it from the back end? Ms.Jackson, time about, yeah, Ms.Jackson, Ms.Jackson, when you gon' let a nigga fuck? Ms.Jackson, Ms.Jackson, time about, hey, Ms.Jackson, Ms.Jackson, when you gon' let a nigga fuck? Ms.Jackson, Ms.Jackson, yeah. When you gon' let a nigga fuck? Ms.Jackson. Hey, I remember you used to come up to the school. You had a mean walk, all the kids used to drool. All the teachers did too. If you didn't, you was a fool. You got an ass like Mackenzie. I mean, she got an ass just like you. If I had a wish, it'll be to pipe you. Now I see why the policeman wifed you. Yeah, you got a body like a sister. Ms.Jackson, do you have a sister? Ms.Jackson, I wanna get with ya. I wanna hit you where the good Lord split ya. Remember you picked me up in that red Durango. Your hair was smelling like a mango. You Hawaiian, let me see you tango. Let me whip it from the back like the whites did Django, yeah. Let me whip it from the back like the whites did Django. Cause I got a big, big car. A big, big car. A big, big car. A big, big car. Hey, Ms.Jackson, Ms.Jackson, when you gon' let a nigga hit it from the back end? Ms.Jackson, time about, yeah, Ms.Jackson, Ms.Jackson, when you gon' let a nigga fuck? Ms.Jackson, Ms.Jackson, time about, hey, Ms.Jackson, Ms.Jackson, when you gon' let a nigga fuck? Ms.Jackson, Ms.Jackson, yeah. When you gon' let a nigga fuck? Ms.Jackson. Hey, tell Blackjack to be cool. I know he ain't like me since high school. I know he ain't like me or my tone. I know he ain't like me since I was in his home. That's probably why he tried to lock me up, but Ms.Jackson was there to come and scoop me up. Ms.Jackson, you are so astonishing. Ms.Jackson, you look like Jennifer Aniston. Ms.Jackson, your ass is so sexy. Ms.Jackson, can you be my bestie? Ms.Jackson, can you come and sex me? Ms.Jackson, can you please text me? God forbid if something happened to Mackenzie. Ms.Jackson, you gon' have to get with me. God forbid if something happened to your daughter. Ms.Jackson, you gon' need a restraining order. Hey, Ms.Jackson, Ms.Jackson, when you gon' let a nigga hit it from the back end? Ms.Jackson, time about, yeah, Ms.Jackson, Ms.Jackson, when you gon' let a nigga fuck? Ms.Jackson, Ms.Jackson, time about, hey, Ms.Jackson, Ms.Jackson, when you gon' let a nigga fuck? Ms.Jackson, Ms.Jackson, yeah. When you gon' let a nigga fuck? Ms.Jackson. Hey, Jackson, you got a ass on you. Ms.Jackson, you got a ass on you. Yeah. When you gon' let me fuck? When you gon' let me fuck? When you gon' let me cut? When you gon' let me fuck? Hey, Mackenzie, baby, I'm sorry, baby. You know I love you, but you know everybody got a crush on their girl mama, baby. Don't fault me, baby. This is just how I'm feeling. Let's get it. When you gon' let me fuck? When you gon' let me fuck? When you gon' let a nigga cut? When you gon' let go fuck? I mean, tell Ms.Jackson, man, Mr. Jackson, man. Hey, no disrespect to Ms.Jackson or Mr. Jackson. You know what I mean? I just want one question. I just wanna know. When you gon' let me fuck? When you gon' let a nigga cut? Tell Mr. Jackson I let the K bust. I let the AK bust. I ain't finna be coming over your house speaking this shit. Fuck that. I'm like, hey, Ms.Jackson, when you gonna let a nigga fuck Ms.Jackson?